Hi everyone. Today I want to share something that saved me months of work during my dissertation, realizing I didn't have to start from scratch. If you've been in a PhD program for a few years, you've already written a ton of material that can inform your dissertation. Let me show you how I used my previous academic work to jumpstart my writing process. So, when I sat down to start outlining my dissertation proposal, I began by mapping out the main ideas I wanted to explore based on everything I'd been reading and researching on a whiteboard. I created section headers for my chapters and started jotting down the key arguments that I needed to make. But then I had this realization. I had already explored many of these ideas in previous coursework. Papers that I'd written for seminars, responses to midterm essay prompts, literature reviews for other projects. All of this represented thinking I'd already done on topics directly related to my dissertation. So, I pulled out my previous work and started making connections. I had completed a term paper that detailed my theoretical framework on community cultural wealth in depth, and I had explored the context of refugee education through multiple courses that helped me develop the focus of my research. And so already I could see from the outline that I had developed for, in this case, chapter 2 of my proposal, I had already created some content for those sections that I could draw on in writing. So here's what I did. As I outlined each section of my dissertation, I noted which previous papers addressed similar topics. So from my education and emergencies class, I had a whole bunch of stuff on the context here. This was from my culture and education class that I took. I talked about this community cultural wealth theory. And sometimes I could adapt entire paragraphs, copy and paste. But other times, the previous work helped me identify gaps that I still needed to fill or showed me where my thinking had been evolved. The key here was being strategic about it. I wasn't just copying and pasting. I was identifying which ideas from previous work still held up, which needed revision, and where I had new insights to add. So this approach perfectly demonstrates recognizing and building on progress you've already made. If you're feeling stuck at the start of your dissertation, take some time to review what you've already written during your program. You might be surprised at how much groundwork you've already laid. Your dissertation doesn't have to be built entirely from scratch, and recognizing the value of your previous work is itself a form of progress worth celebrating. So if you found this helpful, check out the Momentum Canvas at momentumcanvas.com for more strategies on building dissertation momentum. And thanks for watching.